We're up to lesson 4, how to train your dog to hunt sheds. We're going to stay right on like lesson 3 there for a good while. Don't push your dog too fast on through these steps or whatever. Make sure they really understand what you want, what you expect out of them at each stage. Going too fast can confuse, and there's a fine line there too, because if you hang on too long, your dog will start getting bored. If that kind of seems the case, amp up your personal activity in the session. Get hyper, bring them back into you. Don't let them just kind of veer off. Step 4, we're staying with step 3. We're still doing the tosses and retrievals. We're adding distance to this. When you get into adding distance, you're opening up your space, maybe going into a full room now, instead of being closed off to a smaller pantry or something, or a small kennel outside. Maybe you're moving to a little bit bigger section of the yard. You're probably not ready to go out into the full backyard yet, but if you can keep your dog's attention, you can work in the full yard or the full house. If you can absolutely keep your dog's attention through the training session. I suggest when you start adding this distance and opening up the space, to put a lead on your dog. Use a long lead. That way you can control that dog's reaction to the retrieval. If the dog starts coming to you and sees the neighbor out there in the yard and veers off, that way you have control. You can give that lead a pop and guide that dog right back to you. Now, if your dog is not lead trained, this is gonna fall right into there with the, you're gonna have to do all of this. With the lead, you can guide that dog right to you. You can let that dog know what you expect of it during that training session. So you get that distance going. Smaller increments a day. I wouldn't go out there and put a 30-foot lead on it and expect that dog to do that first retrieve at 30 foot. You're going to start 5-foot increments. A good way to stage between those increments is to toss that toy out there that's been scented out 5 feet away, and when that dog starts coming to you, you just walk backwards. Just keep that pace, try to maintain that pace of that dog, and kind of tell where that dog starts to veer off, or if it really is, agitated to come onto you. You can add that distance that way, even though the dog's not very far from you. You can add distance to it by moving with the dog. So take those smaller steps, and that dog will come to you. And when it does get to you, you let that dog know that it's done what you wanted of it. We'll continue these steps and watch your dog improve. It's a lot of fun. Come on, go find it. Good boy. Come on.